Hey, welcome back. Maybe I should be welcoming myself back to you guys. Last night was crazy. I realized I shouldn't talk in the woods because the only reason someone would have a vendetta against me and fuck with me or hurt me is if I ruin a hunt. And the only two people I've seen are hunters. When I arrived at camp last night, there was a hunter. So it's like the second time he seemed to take, it's a different car, but he seemed to take the exact same path north into the woods. So I kind of put two and two together, and then I found out, I don't know much about hunting, but I found out they do it at dawn and dusk. And that's when I was recording these videos. So I got really paranoid that, like, well, primarily at first that people could hear me, so they would judge me. But then just in general, that in a considerate way, but like that, I would rub somebody the wrong way, and they would easily be able to identify me as that motherfucker who chats endlessly in his car in the woods. I thought about recording with my windows up and not smoking, but no chance. So I'm in a Walmart parking lot now. The sun rose like 15 minutes ago. I don't know why it's still dark, but at least you'll see my face illuminate as we go deeper into this video. The theme of this one, I'd say, the only thing I remember I want to put into this is the honeymoon period of camping as a lifestyle has worn off. I drank 2 beers last night, which you saw. I didn't drink in anything since March, and I doubt I'll be drinking anything again until I have an actual home with a toilet and shower, because my stomach was rumbling at 3:30 a.m., which is fine. I wake up at 4. I mean, I had woken up at 3:30 the night before, but I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the rest stop. And then just with 1 minute notice, I was like, yeah, this is gonna happen in the campsite. And it's leave no trace, right? It's only legal to do dispersed camping in the national forest if you're packing everything in and out. So it's like in an instant, I was like, okay, I can't use toilet paper. I gotta get as far away from my tent as possible into the forest. So like no rangers or hunters are gonna notice like flies and buzzards on this thing, or like raccoons. And yeah, I did my best. Like I only got like 15 feet from my tent. My tent's like 50 feet from the road, 30 feet, I don't know. So I got far enough from the road, but like I don't want to camp there again tonight, because I don't want to camp on my own shit. And I couldn't touch it. I'm really paranoid about germs. I've been a germaphobe. I don't know, ever since I put 2 and 2 together, that being sick's really tough for me. Even a cold, and I don't want to get any of that. And then I've had norovirus before, which is ungodly. Not really excruciating, but it's so messy. It would terminate the existence of this project, like the show that we're sharing together, but also just like me in this area in my car, commuting to my job, trying to save money. So yeah, I can't touch my own shit. There's this, and I'm down to like $40, $37. I had to get my oil change. I paid for my own oil change yesterday, because when I showed up at work at like 5 a.m. and I was like packing my laundry bag on my passenger side, I smelled burnt oil, and I was like, fuck, it's time. And right there, I got on the Walmart app and booked an oil change for right after work, which just made work stressful, man. So all of a sudden I'm like homeless, but I have an appointment right after work, and that was just stressful. That kind of thing's stressful to me. I was like worried. Last time I went to Walmart, they upcharged me $10. They said they were out of the cheapest oil, which may or may not be true, but I was like getting paranoid that they were gonna fuck with me again, and I'd have to, maybe I would like break down if I had to explain I don't have the $10. I can't spare the $10, so made work harder. But I did good at work. That was my second day back after the mental hospital. I have a doctor's appointment today. I'm gonna ask for trazodone, which is a sleep med that I had been on before. I stopped it for headaches and AM hallucinations, but it was just like a known side effect. but at lower doses, I don't get headaches, excuse me, and like I don't care if I see figures in my tent. Like it's only for like the waking moments, so like a minute. If you doze off and you wake up again, it happens again, but I need to sleep, and I'm sleeping on uneven ground. I'm a tall guy. I do fit in my tent, but like it's hard to find a 6.5 foot stretch of flat ground without interruptions. So, and I'm not the flattest camp. I only know 2 campsites, and the one I shot at, I'm not going back to tonight. So I know I'm going to a lumpy campsite. Gotta get trazodone. Put it in comments if any of you have ever been on trazodone. You know what I'm talking about. It's just like a mild tranquilizer. It's totally safe. It's like brain safe. I can't remember. I think it's either also anti-anxiety or antidepressant. I want to say antidepressant. But I'll be using it just for sleep. Because I don't want to jack up any of my other meds for more sleepiness, because then I won't be able to wake up and go to work on time. But I'm chill. I got nervous about this video because I was like, where to get back into it after an hour of silence. I hope you enjoyed listening to the forest. It's kind of like a mukbang. That's not my normal dinner, but I was getting a little buzzed and didn't care to reach for like, I had a can of chicken and green beans. I'll eat that tonight. I eat fresh salads during the day. I use my Snap to get like a fresh salad or sandwich pre-made, because I think they're super cheap. Like if I had to make it myself, like half of what I buy would spoil. No AC in the car, remember, but and no amount of money can fix that. I busted this shit myself trying to replace the Freon a couple years ago with a kit from AutoZone. Man, I'm just having fun. I'm having fun. I had a Pepsi at the truck stop where I took my shit. 2 shits this morning, so second and third shit. The beer really fucked me up. No more beer until I have my own shower. At the risk of repeating myself, but I'm feeling good. You can probably see it now. The sun's coming out, but I tried vanilla today. I did a warm mocha version of this from the grocery store, but then I'm at Walmart today to do this video, hang out to my doctor's appointment, and I got the vanilla. See, there's 12 grams of protein in this, which I assume, is protein powder, which can make you shit too, but I was like, I'll get this one. It's more value. It has sugar and protein, and then it's double shot, so I'm gonna save half of it. I'm dashing later today. I only have a 2-hour block, and honestly, I have so much to do. And it's from 11:30 to 1:30, and it might just be too hot by 12:30. So it's like, I need a dash for a pack of cigarettes. That's the goal. I know I average $10 an hour gross on Dash because there's a lot of idle time. And I guess like the whole network's saturated. Everyone does it. So I might have to dash like an hour and 15 minutes to make 1 pack of American Spirits. But like cigarettes have been a lifeline, man. I'm almost chain smoking at some periods of the day. Like I'll just smoke like 4 or 5 straight, probably in a couple hours, which is not my stuff, not my normal speed. I normally am a half pack a day smoker, and then like the 3rd day I switch to like nicotine replacement just to like delay the repurchase. So I buy 1 pack every 3 days. But out here, like on the road and in the woods, like, well, it's a nervous habit, or, it soothes. It's an oral fixation or whatever. But also, like, the attention, it helps me make decisions under sleep deprivation. It's a comfort. It's a rhythm. I get to count how many cigarettes I've smoked that day, how many I have left. It makes me a customer when I stop into these places. If I stop in at a rest stop to go to the bathroom and loiter, it makes me a customer. But it's like one of the benefits of buying the $2. I bought like a 36 fucking ounce on ice Pepsi this morning for $2, but like it let me linger there for an hour and a half, and like take an extra shit before I hit the road again down to the area where my doctor's appointment is. How can we make this more interactive? I got, in this description, I got like key items I need that aren't in my budget, because all I budget, honestly, is like gasoline and cigarettes, cell phone and car insurance, and oil change, but I'll be straight. January's my next oil change, I'll be straight by then. So it's like you can interact by donating. Last spot on the left, Cashapp and Venmo. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I don't post videos there yet, but go ahead and follow, just to like build my follower account there, so when I do start posting clips, they get juiced by the algorithm and you can see them. But how do we make it interactive? I mean, comment is getting meta. Comment if you have an idea about how to make this interactive. Like, this is your story as much as it is mine. I'm the subject and the narrator, but it's gonna take a whole life of its own once these are posted. I'm a highly adaptable person, highly sensitive to like social cues, so this will morph, for better or worse, whether I like it or not. Like, it's gonna morph. Right now I'm talking in private, I imagine you're there, but I haven't, the whole county internet in the library system is down. So I gotta go up to the county I sleep at, to their library. I've never been there. That's part of today, if I can squeeze it in after dashing. So I have 6 of these right now. I think this is the 7th. So I'll post 2 today. Ideally, I'll post 2 today. And I'll have 5 in the bank, 5 scheduled. And I'll just keep recording every day. I might do AM, PM, like I might throw you guys more content. I mean, I need to talk to people. And I met with my caseworker yesterday, and it was just like disappointing because she didn't want to talk to me. I don't know if she was upset for the reasons I went to the hospital, or like I had deteriorated basically, or it was just her thing. Like, it was a long day for her, and she was just, she helped me though. She was looking up on her computer like what rents were, where I think I want to live, like once I stabilize. But I just got a bad vibe. Like, I wanted some TLC and I didn't get it. It's not therapy, it's case management. Today I see my like prescribing nurse, so again, not therapy, but she's actually like pretty much a therapist vibe. She gives you snacks if you're in a bad mood. She got like a snack bowl, and I'm gonna ask her for trazodone, unless I forget it for some reason. I can't write it on my arm like I normally do. I could actually. I just don't know if I can wash that off before I have to go back to work, and I don't want to look extra crazy, like I'm eccentric enough. But that was on the bright side. I like started a very self-conscious person. Gift and curse, like reflective, yeah, that's a pro. But self-conscious to a fault, like to a negative. Like, I worry a lot. I worry about everything. But I started looking around at my coworkers, and I was like, you know, if I come in with greasy hair like 2 or 3 days after not showering, or I miss laundry, like I forgot to put my khakis in the wash, like at the laundromat this one time, wrinkled pants, a busted ass t-shirt, it can fly. Like, there's people that are gainfully employed there, have been there a year. So I think I gotta be realistic. Like, I don't need to be perfect to keep this job. I need to show up on time. I need to take orders, you know, and do solid. I just gotta be like slightly below average at worst, which I think I am now, because I'm trying my ass off. And I'm new, so I'm like slightly below average, because some of the people that have been there a long time are obviously lazy. So it's like I'm right there at like 40th percentile, maybe 33rd percentile. But man, yeah, you might be able to tell I'm like I'm underslept, but like jazzed on caffeine. I feel almost a little twitchy. very like talking a lot. But I like to sit with you guys, man. I don't want to end this. I'm just gonna nurse this vanilla latte, whatever, from Walmart and smoke some cigarettes with y'all. Think about my day. Try to visualize the highlights, the upcoming highlights. I get to see the new city, the new library. I love libraries. As a writer and storyteller, I love libraries. They're just like a bespoke, enchanted place for me. And then the services, like, do they have a cold water fountain? Do they have clean bathrooms? Do they have good seating with plugs to charge my phone? I found my battery pack, so I charge that during my meeting with my caseworker. So that's another thing I can charge at libraries. The AC does, I mean, they all have AC. Anything's warmer than outdoor temps cooler than outdoor temps in the South. So, but you know, the layout, is there seating? Where's my favorite seat? Is there something like away from the crowd that's not always taken? Stuff like that. I'm not gonna be checking out books. At some point I might read, but not at length. Like, I might just find books and check out the table of contents and sort of like, I'm thinking biography maybe. There's somebody I wanted to read up on their biography, but it's just like, I can't remember it. But like a month ago, it was like top of the mind. So it'll come back to me. But that's probably the first section I'll go to. See, I like to just walk the stacks and like, so I could walk biography and just peruse it and look at the bindings and see the names and like remember history class. And like yesterday or 2 days ago, I saw Anne Frank, you know. Then I saw some Texas slaver. I don't know who that was. Wasn't interested, but like I could pull up people, pull them out, see the cover. I do that with movies too. With movies at the library, once I was living in a cabin when I was deep into screenwriting, and I'll go to the library out there, and I would watch 4 movies a day. I was like, to understand act structure and story arcs, like character arcs, cuts, transitions. But I would go through, and it's like the title appealed to me because you see that in binding. So if it passes the title check, then I'd slide it out ever so slightly to see who stars in it, because that matters to me a lot. Like, the protagonist has to be embodied by the lead role. Like, the persona of that person has to fit. It's like title and actor has to mesh. And if that's hitting, then I'll pull it all the way out, flip it over, and read the log line, the synopsis. And then if all 3 of those are hitting, it becomes one of the 4 I would watch that day. And I went through A to Z, man. Took me like maybe 6 months. I guess I watched like 200 movies. I watched so many movies that winter, my laptop DVD player broke. Yeah, that was a rite of passage. How many of you have broken a DVD player by watching too many movies? Comment that. How about comment anything you've used so much in good use, not from like disrespect, but good use that you've broken, that you're proud of. I'd like to hear that, actually. So there's 20 minutes in now. If you've hit the 20-minute mark, shout it out. Let me know that you're listening. I'm out of breath, not because I'm nervous. Maybe I'm a little nervous, but I'm over caffeinated. I'm definitely gonna save half of this for dashing. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. My doctor's appointment's at 10 and it's only 7:30. I think the library opens at 9. No, okay, so I only have an hour and a half. Maybe I'll try to spend a half hour with you guys and just like head to the library parking lot. Like right now I go from shitter to shitter, from parking to parking lot. The 1750 I made dashing a couple days ago, I filled my tank with it. So I'm long gas, short cash. I dashed today, and then tomorrow and the day after, I have like 6 hour, altogether 4 3-hour blocks, which could turn into $120 if I'm lucky. Net gas like over just over 100, which would be a huge deal because like I said, I have 37. So if I could get over 100, so I'd have like probably $125 because I'm gonna buy a pack of cigarettes while I dash. So I'll like start the weekend with $125. That'll take a lot of the stress off. If I can get $125, see, I work Sunday, so dash 2 days, then go back to work. So if going back into work, I got my trazodone prescription, I got 125 in my checking, and I'm back at work in air conditioning, that'd be cool. The one thing missing in that plan is more campsites, because my only other campsite I know of is like really lumpy. So that's why dashing is going to be abbreviated today. It'll be dashing, uploading at the other county's library, and then I hit the forest. I want to block like 2 hours. 2 hours to just peruse the main arteries, the paved roads, and try to, like, the map doesn't really work. Like, I need to just go by sight where to branch off. And then I have to ride those roads. I think I might go up, I might allow myself up to 15 minutes off pavement. So each one of those could be a 30-minute round trip. Like if it's dead and there's no clearings. Because again, this is swamp. And there's the place by the lake. That's like the only undiscovered place. Like those clearings are gonna have to be big. And I can't go 15 minutes down the road because then I'll be on the shore of the lake and there'll be alligators. Yesterday was so frustrating because I had like 30 minutes to spare to look for my campsite number 3. So I entered the forest from the north side. Well, I tried to, but the turnoffs were like, the map had the turnoffs, the forest roads, like in between residential houses. And these are country houses, like people that'll shoot you on their lawn. So like I turned down one. I found one that seemed real, but it was like an ATV trail at best. Like I don't even think a 4-wheel drive could make it up that hill because it was like dried mud, soggy ground. Like when I rolled off the paved road into that grass, I like sunk in and I was like, shit, fuck. I was like, am I gonna get out of this? Because the angle of attack back on the freeway was like 30 degrees. There's a huge jump, like a 6-inch jump from dirt to pavement. So it's like, even just doing that, like, I was stressed that would like hurt my car or damage my car or break my car somehow. So it's like, I gotta take 2 hours and really take my time to go like hunting for locations. Yeah, so the honeymoon period of camping has worn off, mostly because I shat, and mostly because I realized it's like really hard to find campsites. Maybe that'll turn this afternoon. But also, like, out of the 3 nights in a row I spent at this glorious one, the one I was so excited about with the flat sleeping area, out of the 3, there's been a hunter that was there twice. One I got in after them late last night, but the other came, I noticed the pattern, they come like 2 hours before dusk because they do dusk hunting. So they like, that's the thing, I think they're hiking into a tree stand. It seems like they both hiked into the same tree stand 2 days apart. And so you can imagine they're up there in the tree stand waiting for deer, and then I'm blathering on. Like, I can't do that, man. That's dangerous. It's inconsiderate, but it's also dangerous. Like, I become a marked man. Like, I already may be, so it's like, that's why I'm going south to campsite number 1 or looking for more. One thing that I've noticed I must look a little odd. So people seem to like catch up with my life real quick. Like just a couple people now have like assessed me and been kind to me, trying to like brighten my day. Like a trucker this morning was on something about putting ice in his hot coffee just to cool it down a little bit, so he doesn't have to deal with drinking a hot beverage in the heat, because he saw me filling a soda at like 5 a.m. when it was chilly. And then the guy who did my oil change, I don't know if I've told you this, maybe last night. No, I didn't talk last night. The guy who did my oil change that lived in his car at a point, so he was like, obviously like my shit's all in my car, so when he checked me in, like he said he was like, he said I'm about to get emotional. So he like fist bumped me, and the funniest thing, I told him I was doing this vlog with you guys, and he was like, don't stop doing that, you never know what can happen. So that was really cool. Yeah. Oh man. I already had a banana and some almonds. I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna hit a little beef jerky, just a little. It's so salty, it's not good for me because I run the risk of edema right now. I was thinking maybe it would be better, since I know I'm posting to YouTube now, if I film these horizontal. So the thing is, I just want to keep it consistent. So I'll probably ask you guys a few times and see if I can get like a consistent answer from the fans. If it would be better to do horizontal, but I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna do all these in my car, so like all you'll see is my back seat with stuff. I don't think it'll change anything. And I guess vertical is better in case we do end up thriving on Reels or TikTok, Instagram. So I guess I figured it out. I don't know, man. I could sit and talk to you guys all day. I don't want to leave you. I feel like I've unloaded everything, but I hope I get to learn some of y'all's names, and like, I hope some of you listen to all of them. And I feel like you're with me out here. It would mean a lot to me. That would be really nice. I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself and not just my current situation. Like, I went to college and I had a desk job immediately after that. Did that for a few years, was unemployed a long time, struggling with physical health problems. Not realizing maybe they were linked to my mental health condition, because I certainly had physical causes for them, physical injuries. But then I did like a long epoch as a screenwriter working at restaurants. And I was unemployed again. lived off a car insurance settlement, a medium-sized one, like $30K for like a few years. And then I was unemployed again, so, but I'm employed now, trying to get my life back together. And I don't know, started from the bottom. I left the mental hospital with a $300 paycheck that hit my account that day, and a car that works. I mean, knock on wood, we pray to God that it continues to work. That's why I dropped like a third of the money I had left. Well, I didn't get to tell you about the shower, because I was yesterday at like 4 a.m. I paid $18 for a truck stop shower, which is like, it's an excessive service. You get $18 worth. They give you like 2 towels, a bath mat, a face cloth, so it's like very hygienic, freshly washed. You can tell the showers really are cleaned after every use. It's like spotless. You do get your toilet. The water is beautiful. Like you can get it as hot as you want easily. And the nozzle's like great. It really does massage the back. So it's like, I think I might do that once a week max. What I'm gonna do for work is like, well, I'll find like a cheaper rec center to take a weekly shower and just do that the day before, like the afternoon before my first day back at work every week. And I'll just wash my hair in my pits, like in a parking lot with a big jug of water and my shampoo. Cause like $18 is crazy money. There is a place for it though. Like my first day back at work, it really made sense. Of course, my work got canceled. I don't know if I told you that. So it's like, it ended up being my second day back at work that I did the truck stop, because my hair was so greasy. I thought my bosses would judge me as like unkempt or something. But again, it's not so big. I think if my ass smells, that's like, that's a good reason to go to the truck stop or rec center. Like, and I can wash my hair like day of, like morning of. I just gotta like, I don't want to burn any of my bridges at these spots, because my life's all about stops. Like, where do you shit? Where do you get soda, cigarettes? Really, where do you shit? And then how good's the shitter? Like, is it clean enough to change clothes in? None of these are clean enough to shave. Except the $18. That's the thing. It's like so hygienic. Yeah, but I can't burn any bridges, so like, if I did wash my hair in a parking lot, I gotta pick a place I never need to go, like a strip mall. That's just dead for me. Like no services, no interest. And I probably gotta do it. Well, I gotta do it before work, which is fine. It'll be at like 4 a.m. in a strip mall. I got clean towels I carry with me, so yeah, I don't know. I've written 6 screenplays, feature length. They average like 105 pages. They're anywhere from 90 pages to 120. It's very standard. I write all thriller, like crime thriller, dark comedy, crime thriller, crime drama, family crime dramedy. So it's always crime. And then some humor mixed in. I've done a period of my life as like a open mic or stand-up comic when my housing was stable and I was living off that car insurance settlement. So I got to experiment with a new art form. It really just validated that I have a good sense of humor. I don't think it's for me. It's all at night, which I can't do like exciting things at night, or it makes me insomniac. I gotta have like real quiet time in order to fall asleep on time. But it was fun. It also like makes you drink. You show up to the open mic and you realize after a while, it's a business model for the venue. Not to sell alcohol to the crowd, but to sell alcohol to all the wannabe comics. So it's a scam. There were some nights, I mean, usually I actually learn to like drink at home and walk there, because it helps to have 1 or 2 beers to perform. But like if I did buy beers at the open mic, I would spend like 40. I would drink like 3 or 4 beers, and it would be like $40 with tip. And it's insane to pay $40 to do 5 minutes of comedy, but the scene's cool. Open micers are like a mix of restaurant, retail workers, people living in their car, some homeless. It's like a cool mix. It's really fun. Some people pass around joints, which I can't believe actually. Like, as a germaphobe, that I did smoke off, passed around joints, just because I was such a weed head back then, and I'd be really anxious. And like, when weed was offered to me in an anxiety provoking situation, I didn't have money for it. It was like a yes, please. But there's stuff like that. I think other drugs were happening, but like, nobody offered them to me, not at that place. So, is there anything else I can tell about you? About myself. I'm a really good swimmer. I like dry heat. I want to live in the Rocky Mountains. I lived there for 10 years once. I hate the South. I hate the humidity. This is like one option rather than get permanent housing. Is just like camp until New Year's, because my job's seasonal. And then rather than use that money for security deposit in the first months, is just drive to the Rocky Mountains. It'd be buttfuck cold though. I'd have to go to New Mexico. Even then, New Mexico's freezing because it's desert. At night it's freezing, so like, I would have to get a room share. I'd have to go there rather than like, that's the thing, yeah. So it's like that December 15th, I might have like $600 saved, or like $750. But I'd want to finish the season at my job and be a good man and like be an adult and finish it. So it's like January 1st, I think I might actually go to the Rocky Mountains with like $750, maybe more if you guys help me. You'd increase my housing options. We could tell more. The story would get more interesting. Out there, I'd probably be more comfortable showing you like my surroundings and stuff. Put the camera, rather flip the facing of the camera. So yeah, if you guys could, or it's possible that this grows, and I could even get out there like December 1st. I'm learning how to do this, but like, I really am. Even with the beer shit this morning, I made it through. I really did. I hope I don't get an infection. The truck stop shitters like have shit all over the bowl. You got to take what's open when you need to go, and it's like, I hope I don't get an infection on my ass from that. Like, dirty shit. Still using hand sanitizer whenever I have soap and water. That's another thing. Like, are the soap dispensers full, and does the water come out hard? That's a spot. Like, when you're unhoused, that's a spot. Like, you get a real hand washing, that's a good place to stop. That alone. And the truck stop counts as that. Okay, I can see the sun a few inches above Walmart now, so that's beautiful. Coming in from the east. I don't know. I liked the format when it was like 10 minutes and it was like really highly potent, but I had like manic energy. I was highly focused. I slept better in the mental hospital. I knew what was going on. I was planning the whole time in the mental hospital. But things are unfolding. My mind, as I'm growing sleep deprivation, like my mind's more scattered. I also just want to talk to you guys. But tell me, like, well, the views will tell me. The algorithm will tell me what length it likes. And you know, the length will depend. If there's a lot of shit on my mind that I know I want to say, it'll be a shorter video, which is counterintuitive. If I just need comfort and company, it'll be a long one. In the first video, I said I was a novelist, which is like half true. I keep starting novels, and I have a sick one. Well, sick, mentally sick, but also sick like fly as fuck, about a psychotic nurse who kills patients with impunity. It's called Alice in Wonderland. I have it outlined, almost fully outlined, and like, I think I've written like 20% of it by word count, like the rough draft. But like the whole thing about the movie or the book is like she finds out that the hospital knows she's killing patients, and the hospital doesn't care, and that makes her go mad. Like she starts out at one level of mad, and then that like gaslighting that she's doing no wrong turns her to the good. So I just blew the whole story, but that's the novel. That's the one that actually could be finished. I had given up writing. I'd written it off, and I think that's why I've been struggling so much in the last year. The antipsychotics I on, like, so sedating and killed the mind so much that I'd given up writing. But like the one they put me on in the mental hospital cleared up my head. Like, it's a non-drowsy one, and I was like, I can write again. And then it caused edema, so I haven't been taking it, and I'm gonna talk to my nurse about that, maybe lowering the dose, because I think I need it. I have this symptom where like sounds have emotions, and then I think every sound's for me. So if someone just like shuts their car door and it shuts loud, I perceive they slammed it, and they slammed it because they were watching me. Stuff like that. Every sound has an emotion, and it's for me. So it's like I want the antipsychotic at a lower dose. I have a few days to play with before I have to go back to stalking on my feet all day. It's like one day of edema is not going to kill me if it develops during the shift, but like I can't go into a shift with massive edema like I had at the Motel 6. I won't be able to make it. My ankles were so stiff and sore, like I could only get up 2-3 minutes at a time and hobble around to like collect stuff and then get back to elevation. So I told you about that novel. Let me tell you about my favorite screenplay. All the screenplays are finished, and some of them are very good, but I don't have a manager. And maybe this show will help me get one. But I'll try to tell you. My favorite one's definitely, it rings true to my childhood. And then my therapist at the time had read 2 of my screenplays, and she's like, this one's very good. And the other one she thought was a manic nightmare, which it was designed to be, and I wrote it in a manic nightmare, so it's very like method, and she didn't like it. She thought it was a symptom, but she liked this other one, which is about like a 13-year-old vigilante, a 13-year-old girl vigilante avenging the mysterious disappearance of the 10-year-old boy in the trailer next door. And it's in like, I set it in rural West Virginia. It's a place I've been on vacation to. So I like had a really good read on the place, and I did some geography research, and they swim in the river, and it's like a school resource cop that had been transferred to West Virginia for unknown reasons, and it unfolds that it's like, oh shit, he's like a cannibal serial killer abductor. So it's her. It's a coming of age psychological revenge thriller. I'm so sleep deprived I can't organize the words, but it's like Nancy Drew mixed with fuck, I forget how I say it. It's Nancy Drew mixed with something more dark, because she's like a little detective, but she's really coming up into like this dark criminal adult world, like a psychopathic world. She's confronting like true pure evil, And also the loss of this, like, she's brand new to the neighborhood, to the trailer park, so she's like mourning the loss of her only friend there, her brand new friend. Like, Act 1, they have all these great times together, and then the break in Act 2 is he's gone. Act 2, she's just looking for him, trying to figure out what the hell happened. And then Act 3 is revenge. It's a hot film. That one's 90 minutes. It's the shortest one I ever wrote. That's a hot film. I hope it gets made someday. I think those are at least half happy tears. I gotta pee really bad, so I'm gonna sign off. I'll see you either later today or tomorrow, and God bless you all, and please smash like, hit subscribe, and tell a friend, and send me some money. Go to the description, see like all the things that I'd like to have, the essentials, and see if you can donate. If you want, and like the memo on Cashapp, or Venmo in the memo, if you want to be shouted out, let me know. And by what handle or name. I'll tell you what I bought with it. Like, or just tell me literally what to buy. I'll shout you out and thank you. So everyone, sorry. So that everyone else watching will know that you're a part of the story. All right, sorry. I'm happy, I swear. I can't sign off crying. It's too dramatic. I'll say one thing I'm grateful for, and one thing I'm looking forward to. So I'm grateful for the trucker. That said, that he understood why I was getting soda in the morning instead of coffee, because it was hot outside. And then I'm definitely looking forward to going to the county north of me to actually get Wi-Fi at a library so I can upload these finally and connect with all of you. Yeah, this is only gonna get better. This is like definitely the low point. Ugh. This is definitely the low point. We're a week out of the mental hospital and we've survived. But it's about to get better. And you'll see it in the videos. So, and maybe next time I'll be able to report to you that I got my trazodone prescription and I'm sleeping well. All right, peace out.